Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Monique and this is Fine Print for Life, where we talk about things that we don't get to learn in school. A few weeks ago, I did a video explaining the concept of a zero-based budget. And I heard back from a few of you that it would have been really helpful to see my own numbers and learn more about the formulas that I use in my own budgeting. Since I had to do my May budget, I would take you along with me. All right, welcome to my May budget. So what I did was I went ahead and I copied April's budget into a new sheet in my Google Sheet. And you can see here there's all the different tabs from the different months. So December, January, February. I forgot to do March because it was a little crazy. And then April and May. So this is April's budget that I'm going to be using as a template for May. And this blue section here is my income section. So I have rows for rollover, like how much money I rolled over. I have a row for salary and other income, and then a total row. And then I have two columns, the expected column and the actual column. So in May, I rolled over $128 from the previous month. And because it is May 7th, as I'm filming this, I know that the actual rollover was $128. And I like to keep a little bit of balance in my checking account every month, just in case extra charges hit or whatever. So that's what this $128 is. Now, with the salary, I get paid every week, and I have a formula in this cell which helps me calculate my expected income, and it's basically my net pay, so my pay after taxes, 401k, and all my pre-tax things are taken out. I get $822, although that went up by $7 because I was getting my bus pass taken out of my paycheck pre-tax. And since I'm no longer commuting, I just stopped that. So that's $7 extra a week. And then this asterisk means times or multiply by, and the number of weeks in this month, which is 4. So after I have my expected, then I update this each week with how much I got paid. So in this case, I got paid $829 times 1 week. So far I've brought in $829 for my net income. I have a photo gig that I did, and that is supposed to bring in $200. I have yet to be paid for that gig, so that becomes 0. And here is my totals column. Now, the way I do my totals is I use a function called sum. So equals the sum of B2, which is this cell here. You can see the column is B and the row is 2. So B2, so equals the sum of B2 to B4. So these 3 cells added up equals an expected income of $3,644. And then I have an actual of $957 I've brought in for the month so far. Now, I also have this formula here just to kind of give me an idea of how much money I still need to bring in for the month. And I calculate that by another formula where I put equals C5, so this cell, which is the sum of the actual minus the sum of the expected. And that tells me that I'm still expecting $2,687 this month. Then I have my expenses area. The giving and student loans are the most important thing to me, and I put them at the top but I allocate money to those sections after I do my main living and utilities and all that, just so I have extra to work with. So electric bill this month was $322, and I've already paid that electric bill. So the expected was $322 and the actual was $322. Now these are my water and my sewage bills, and those are quarterly. So I don't have any payments due this month. So I'm going to zero that out. Now my phone bill was charged on 5/5, and that's $38 a month, and it's already charged, so $38. And then each month I pay for Google and YouTube, that's $20. I haven't been charged that yet, so that goes to zero. I did cancel my Netflix last month, but I'm leaving it in just in case I change my mind and reinstate it. And if I don't reinstate it this month, I'll just delete it off the budget next month. So then I have my Audible. I paused that back in February, I want to say. So I'm actually getting charged again for that starting May 10th. So that's $16 a month, and I haven't paid that yet. Now, sinking funds are, I treat them like a bill, but what a sinking fund is, it's a savings account for bigger expenses that you know you are going to have. And then you just divide the cost of that big expense by the number of months that you want to save up for it. I have a yearly tax bill of about $2,500, which I save up for every month. So when those payments come due, they come due twice a year, then I have the money in the bank when it's time to pay it. And it's like digestible increments of savings versus this huge bill, right? So and right now my two main sinking funds are for my dog, which is $100 a month for his vet bills and his medication, and then a little cushion for emergency or whatever, or boarding if we need to board him. And the $212 I save every month for the house taxes. So that equals $312, and I have not yet put that money into the savings account. Transportation, I don't have any transportation costs this month. I keep this because I don't actually drive, and sometimes I teach, and in order to get to and from class, I have to Uber. So on the months that I know I'll be teaching, I save money, or I allocate money for Ubering. And then my spending includes grocery shopping, dining out, and any kind of personal type expense. Now, when I'm going into the office, I normally give myself $200 a week to spend. And the reason I've chosen not to allocate money to groceries versus dining and so forth is because things change every week for me. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna have that $200 of play money, that I have that flexibility, but I know that this is what I can spend. Since I'm not going into the office, I'm not going to get coffees with coworkers or eating lunch out or anything like that. So I don't have as big of spending. And last month I spent $608 on groceries, which I know is a little excessive. It's for 2 people, but we were stocking up. And it also includes household products. And I was also buying comfort food just because things were so weird and I needed some comfort food and snacks and so forth. So my goal this month is to only spend $500 in my spending category, and I've spent $54 so far on groceries. So I have $446 left to spend. And again, these all have formulas in it where it's actual, like the money I've allocated to how much I've actually spent gives me the total of what I have left to spend for the rest of the month. Now, others. This is a huge birthday month for me. I have all these friends who were born in this week of May. Like, I think it's like the week of the 11th or something. 3 really good friends born during this week, and then a whole bunch of other friends and acquaintances. So I have a lot of birthday costs coming up, and I am going to allocate $250 for that. And it's also Mother's Day. So this is going to be like birthday plus Mother's Day. And I haven't spent any of that money yet. So that's $0. And then I like to leave a buffer in my checking account every month just in case something hits. So I'm going to start off by giving myself $100, and then we'll come back to it and see what I have left over. So right now my total monthly expenses are coming to $1,558. Now down here I have this cell with a formula that takes my expected income and subtracts my expected expenses to give me how much money I have left to work with for my giving and for my student loan payments. So a quick note about my student loans. I have federal direct loans, and right now the federal direct loans are on pause. So there is no interest, there's no payments for 6 months. And instead of paying the money out to pay for my student loans right now, I'm just saving that money so that I can A, make a lump sum come October, or if things don't go so well and something happens, then I'll have a decent stockpile of cash. It shows here that I have $2,086 left. So I'm gonna put $200 into my giving account because I am fostering a dog and we're taking her to the vet next month. So I want to have some money there for that. And then my student loan saving, that leaves me, I'm going to say I'm going to shoot for $1,800 to save up for my student loans, leaving me with an $86 balance. So $186 will go into my cushion. Now that leaves me with $0 left to allocate. So that's how you do a zero-based budget. So far I have made $957 this month, and I've spent $414. And currently my bank account has $543. To check into my budget about once a week and just allocate payments and think, okay, this is how much I'm making this week. What do I need to pay still from the main part of the budget? And yeah, so there you have it, my zero-based budget for May. And I have a lot more stuff on my spreadsheet. So if you're interested in a spreadsheet tour, you can see it just keeps going. But if you are interested in a spreadsheet tour, I'd love to walk you through how I keep track of my finances every month and also use it for projections for future things. And yeah, I keep it all in this Google Doc, so it's very convenient. But if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.